There's a silent menace threatening America's automotive technicians. The menace of carbon monoxide. Health experts warn against long-term exposure to this invisible, odorless, tasteless gas. They tell us that long-term exposure can cause headaches, dizziness, personality changes, even permanent brain damage. And of course, even short-term exposure to high levels can be fatal. But if you're aware of the problem, carbon monoxide doesn't have to pose a threat to your people or your business.
Now, there are some gases that one inhales that move into the blood and move out of the blood very readily. And in those cases, one exhales the toxicant, the toxic gas, and there is no accumulation. With carbon monoxide, when one exhales, the carbon monoxide stays in the blood, and on the next breath, you inhale again, more carbon monoxide comes in, and it stays to the blood. In fact, carbon monoxide has 200 times the affinity for hemoglobin that oxygen has. This means that it is 200 times tighter bound to the blood than is oxygen. And this is very important to the mechanism of the danger of inhaling carbon monoxide in the air. Even small amounts of carbon monoxide in the air can be dangerous.
OSHA recently reduced the permissible limits on exhaust contaminants in the workplace, and the National Institute for Occupational Safety and Health classifies carbon monoxide as a toxic material and requires that no worker be exposed to more than 35 parts per million for an 8-hour workday. But the typical service area, unprotected by a carbon monoxide safety system, can quickly build levels of more than 475 parts per million. And leaving bay doors open during warm weather does not eliminate the danger of carbon monoxide, because wind and air pressure differentials can actually trap the dangerous fumes inside the work area even with the doors open. The Surgeon General's warning on a package of cigarettes cautions people against the dangers of carbon monoxide.
Because carbon monoxide is odorless, tasteless, and colorless, and cannot necessarily be detected in the air, because it accumulates so readily, even when there's small amounts, because the symptoms of poisoning may be confused with other medical conditions, because carbon monoxide poisoning, even at low levels, is dangerous to the heart and to the lungs and to the brain, and because in the modern age where we have so much information about a clean, safe working environment, and because we have the technology available to make a really clean, safe working environment at a very reasonable cost, why should anyone risk exposure to carbon monoxide? It really doesn't make sense.
The potential health consequences are serious, which is why federal law calls for violators to be fined in amounts of up to $50,000. But there is a way to avoid the danger of carbon monoxide and an OSHA fine. It's called the Crushproof line of exhaust protection products. The Crushproof line works on any car's exhaust system. Easy-to-use adapters make it suitable for single or dual exhaust configurations and for tailpipes of virtually any diameter. The hose styles, too, cover different kinds of vehicles. The flare-lock hose, used with a tailpipe adapter, is suitable for most kinds of cars and light trucks. The Unihose incorporates the hose and tailpipe adapter into one convenient piece. And the Superflex and ACT hoses are designed for trucks. Whatever kind of automotive work you do, Crushproof has the product you need to protect yourself and your workers. The patented Crushproof line is durable too, with hoses that are more damage-resistant than any other brand. Crushproof spiral convolutions allow accessories to fit more tightly and safely, and allows one size hose to be mated to the next larger or smaller, or even the same size, through the use of flare-lock tubing. Because of their unique composition, Crushproof hoses can withstand tailpipe exhaust temperatures of up to 600 degrees, far hotter than those reached during routine servicing. Your Crushproof representative can help you make sure you've got the right hose and the right accessories for your needs. So don't risk your health and the health of your employees, not to mention the sanctions of OSHA. Make sure your service area is outfitted with safe, effective Crushproof products. And make sure your people are committed to their use. It's the best way you'll find to keep carbon monoxide from turning into a big headache for you, or worse, for your organization.